The following dramatization is based on published accounts and interviews.
My name is John Krakauer. I went on an expedition to write about climbing Mount Everest. On May 10th, I arrived on top of the mountain, but the summit came at a terrible cost. In the spring of 1996, two of the world's greatest climbers, Scott Fisher and Rob Hall, led this expedition to the top of the world. Both men had summited Everest before, but this time they went as competitors, leading non-professional climbers who paid as much as $65,000 each to be guided to the top. There was a businesswoman from Japan, Yasuko Namba, a mailman from Seattle, Doug Hansen, two ski instructors from Aspen, Tim Madsen and Charlotte Fox, a dentist from Colorado, Dale Cruz, a wealthy New York socialite, Sandy Hill Pittman, and a pathologist from Texas, Beck Weathers. A sudden storm rolled up from the bottom of Mount Everest. By the time it reached the top, 5 climbers, who I'd come to call friends, were dead. Scott Fisher and Rob Hall went as business rivals, each trying to get as many of their clients to the top as possible and win the lion's share of the lucrative Everest market. I went as a journalist to write about the wisdom of guiding rich novices up Everest, once the province of elite climbers. Only later would I discover that I really went for the same reason as all the others: to stand on the highest point on Earth. Everest arouses a powerful desire, but to those who don't feel it, it cannot be explained. I told myself I was here to write a magazine article, but already Everest was exerting its pull on me. Already the fever was building.
I'm Rob Hall. I want to make sure you know who your guides are. There's Andy Harris.
Hi.
Mike Groom.
Hi there.
And Mike.
And our lead climbing Sherpa, Ang Dorji.
Tashidele.
Okay. I'd like to begin by introducing my fellow guides. To my right, Neil Beidelman.
Hi, everybody. If you need anything at all, please feel free to ask him.
And him is the one and only Anatoly Bukharev. And my lead climbing Sherpa, Lapsang.
Hi.
Tomorrow, we begin a 10-day hike into Base Camp Everest. Now, Base Camp is 17,600 feet. Then Camp 1, 19,500 feet. It's early in the game, but already there's a third less oxygen than at sea level. So we'll lay in again and let our bodies adjust.
Then we go up to Camp 2. Now, Camp 2 is 21,600 feet, which is when you have to start worrying about edema, both cerebral and pulmonary. It's where your brain can swell up like an overinflated balloon. Your lungs fill up with so much liquid you literally drown.
Camp 3 is 24,000 feet. Now, your body is inhaling 4 times faster than normal and still not getting enough oxygen. Your digestive tract is going to want to call it quits, leaving your body so hungry for nutrients it'll literally start to eat itself.
And then it's Camp 4, 26,000 feet. Welcome to the death zone, where bad things can happen very, very quickly. You're going to feel sluggish, careless, cold.
Now, you only spend a few hours at Camp 4. From this point onwards, nobody on this team travels without oxygen. Is that clear?
No arguments?
Push for the summit starts in the middle of the night. Move up to the South Col, the balcony, the South Summit, the Hillary Step, which is the only point of technical climbing on the whole ascent. And then, the top of the world. Our most important rule, if you are not on the summit by 2 p.m., you turn around. I have seen too many climbers get killed after reaching the top too late in the day. They run out of gas, and they get nailed by the conditions on the descent. So this rule is hard and fast. No matter where you are at 2 p.m., you turn around.
Unless you're like 100 feet from the summit, then you could run up, tag it.
You of all people know the answer to that one, Dougie. Even if you're 50 feet from the summit, you go down. You know that.
You Doug?
John Krakauer, right?
What was that all about?
I was in Rob's group last year. Turned me around about 300 feet from the summit.
Oh. So, you'll make it this year?
Have to.
That's something, isn't it? Come on. Bit of a letdown, isn't it?
Over 200 climbers got permits this season. There's only 2 weeks when we can climb us, so we'd have to go pretty much the same time.
I was thrilled to finally be at the foot of the great mountain. But my excitement blinded me to obvious signs. Signs that would have warned me of the tragedy to come. There were teams from many different nations on Everest, some less experienced than others. The Taiwanese, for example.
你又不告诉我，拉丝山，哎，天气很好啊，那天，哎，这，
I'll help.
哎，
It's upside down. See? This.
哦，不告诉我，
Upside down. This one too.
告
See? Man, you don't belong on this mountain.
Because there's so many people on the mountain this year, most of whom are incompetent, Scott and I have decided to coordinate our efforts for this climb. We think in terms of safety, it's the wisest course of action.
Yeah, Lobsang, you and Angdorji are going to head up the Sherpas.
And we are going to aim for a May 10 bid for the summit. All right. Let me emphasize this, though. 1 in 4 climbers who make the top get killed on the descent. That's because they've used up all their energy, and on the way down they get sloppy and start making mistakes. And at the risk of sounding unpopular, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, my team have a turnaround time. I don't care where you are on the mountain, at 2 p.m. you absolutely must turn around. Even if you're 100 feet from the summit, you go down. You do not want to be caught on the face in the night. No one can survive a bivouac on Everest. Is that clear?
So, Scott.
Yeah.
What's your turnaround time going to be?
Oh, I don't really believe in being that rigid. I think it's important for people to establish their own rhythm with the mountain, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You could just put that right in there. Thanks.
You do realize how important this is, right?
She the golden goose? I never let you down, Scott. Never.
This is Special Network Correspondent Sandy Hill Pittman at Base Camp Everest. After having climbed 6 of the world's 7 peaks, I am now making my 3rd climb on Everest. This time, I hope to make it to the top, attempting to report to all of you, step by step, here on the internet.
Scott, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, Neil, I can sort of hear you a little bit. Can you hear me?
It's a piece of crap.
Okay, quick word about oxygen. From Camp 4, this keeps you alive. This knob is the regulator. Turn it clockwise, it increases the flow of oxygen. Counterclockwise, you get less. And this bouncing bubble in the tube here indicates that there is still oxygen in the container, but not how much. Okay, regulator, flow. Remember, without oxygen, your brain will be reduced to the level of a 6-year-old, so use it judiciously. Because once this bubble drops, you're out. No more oxygen.
I tell you, Scott, I cannot climb with the oxygen. 2 times already I summited Everest without oxygen.
Come on, Anatoly.
Oxygen is not good for my power. You want me to be a good guy? Then let me climb my own way.
Anatoly, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the clients.
They come to climb Everest, they must climb on their own. A guide, not a babysitter.
I'm not talking about being a babysitter. I'm talking about being a professional.
For me to be professional, I must climb on my own.
Fine. Go for it.
We would stay in base camp for 3 weeks getting acclimated. From there, it was 5 days to the summit. Already altitude sickness was taking its toll. Climbing Everest is a war of attrition.
Right, Dale?
Once you get sick, you never get better.
Say, Doc, have you got anything you could give Dale for that cut?
Son, I'm a pathologist. All my patients are dead.
Yeah, I know, some of our wealthy friends flew in from New York. They're gonna have lunch with at that village we passed a while back.
A luncheon, huh?
That's good. Oh, come on. She's gotta be able to do her thing, right?
What's your thing?
A publicity thing. I mean, if I get her to the top of the mountain, that's really good for me. What are you writing?
Well, just that. She's your ride, man. She's feeding you to the internet.
Just like you're feeding Rob to Outside Magazine. I mean, come on, we all want a piece of the Everest business. We all want to be a little bit famous, right? So Sandy's my ticket. You're Rob's.
Eliza?
No.
What about Jane? Just nice, simple Jane. Think about that one for a little while. Remember, it's still 9 weeks till you're going to have the baby.
It's too much like Jane.
Easy to remember.
I wish I was with you.
Yeah, so do I.
You be careful.
As always, darling. I love you.
You too.
Scott, what's in that bag?
Oh, she's got a satellite dish, computers. Sorts of equipment. I don't know what she's got.
That's crazy. Look at him. Wait till kill him. I learned that the Sherpas believe that when you climb Everest, you're climbing into the house of God. I knew that Fisher and Hall had a slightly different view. Success this year was important for business. It would bring more and more paying clients in the years to come. But in the end, it is Everest who decides who climbs and who does not.
Let's go. Boyfriend?
Husband.
Husband.
Yasko. Climb. He cook. Clean clothes.
Your husband takes care of the house while you climb.
Yes. Yes. It's my wife.
You're very lucky. My wife never saw it that way.
Excuse?
Yeah, climb me.
Cost me my marriage. Yeah. The mountain... it's ruining my life.
If we'd been paying attention, there were signs that Everest was not pleased with what was happening on her flanks. But already the fever had diminished our ability to heed the warnings. We were in the Khumbu icefall, where crevasses suddenly opened wide and swallow their victims, and where more climbers had lost their lives than anywhere else on Everest.
Wait until I make it the line and I'm ready.
Ready.
You were supposed to wait. Fatherman! I've got her! Okay! I told her to wait until the rope was anchored.
Okay, all right, okay.
Where the hell you been? Sleeping? You slept in?
It happens, Scott.
Not when you're working for me, it doesn't happen. When you're supposed to be guiding. Scott. Don't Scott me. You're a screw-up and a royal pain in the ass. Now, I'm paying you to work. You understand work? Or is that word non-existent in Russia?
I already told you I'm not from Russia. I'm from Republic of Kazakhstan.
You're from nowhere, Anatoly. And you're never gonna work for me again.
You don't mean this, Scott. It's the altitude.
Oi, the door later.
I don't believe this.
What?
Look, Sandy Pittman has a visitor.
Dorje, something wrong? John, is Sandy married to that man? I don't think so. From what I hear, she's going through a divorce or something. John, it's not proper.
What?
For a man and a woman to be together on this mountain when they're not married. Very disrespectful. I don't know what to say. Americans look at these things differently. We're not in America, John. Scott.
Dang, Dorji. I can't tell her what she can and can't do. Besides, a lot of other people doing the same thing.
Yeah. Base camp is one thing. Past base camp is another. It's forbidden. Scott, you're not listening to me.
No, I'm listening. It's just, I can't run my outfit based on some superstition.
Mother Goddess of the Earth will become very angry, Scott.
The Sherpas made me feel uneasy with their talk of Everest taking her revenge. I was uncertain if the others in the group felt the same way, like Beck, whose fears were hidden beneath his laid-back Texas drawl.
You heard as much as I do. See? Yeah. I just keep telling myself it's worth it. It's worth it because it's Everest.
Race you to the top. Woo!
Hey, it's the Taiwanese. What the hell are they doing here? It's getting too damn crowded on this route. They agreed not to start climbing till tomorrow.
Hey, Krakow!
Hey, man.
Hey! The ice is too slick for those boot liners! Boots! Get your boots on! Hey, hey, boots!
I had never been on a climb where anyone had been killed. I had yet to learn that year after year on Everest, climbers pay for their arrogance with their lives. You only hope that when tragedy strikes, it happens to someone else.
Okay, come on.
Sherpas will break trail and climb ahead.
Lobsang and Dorje will begin to fix the ropes. Now, fixed ropes are the key to bagging this summit. Without them, we'll get a logjam on the route. And we'll lose time. We lose time, we lose our window of opportunity. Is everyone clear on this? Lobsang.
Yes, yes.
Ang Dorje?
Understand.
All right. Those of you in my group, don't forget you've been supplied with loaded syringes of Decadron, which reduces swelling of the brain in case you get edema. But remember, you don't use it unless you have to. All right? And don't get killed. You won't get invited back on any more climbs.
Easy, does it? Well, get out, down below.
If we get a logjam on that mountain, rescue's almost impossible, you know that. That altitude, we might as well be on the moon.
Well, I like to let my people make their own decisions. Things can happen very fast up there.
That's how people die, Scott.
Not my crew. We're invincible. Come on, Dale. Time to take you down. You got all the signs of cerebral edema.
Just let me rest.
Can't do that.
You shouldn't do this alone.
I need you to stay here with the clients, Heidelman.
You too, Lobsang. Get your feet under you, Dale. Come on, come on. Give me your arm. Other arm, other arm. That's it, come on. All right, I got him.
You're not worried about wearing yourself out?
Not gonna happen.
But we should have been worried. At 24,000 feet, Scott didn't understand that he had just squandered reserves of strength that he would desperately need later. Now that Rob and Scott had merged their two teams into one, our fates were tied together.
All right, buddy, you all right, huh? What's that? Sorry. For what? Falling. Come on. Get your feet out of here.
Okay, Scott?
Never better.
You've been gone 8 hours. You look exhausted, mate. You gotta learn how to delegate.
Listen, Dale Cruz is the best friend I ever had. He would have done the same thing. You make it okay? I'm fine. How is Dale? Alive.
Any problems, Scott?
No.
Looking strong, Andy. Peeking at the right time.
Yeah, no worries. You know, I actually think we're gonna knock this big bastard off.
You don't look very happy.
You run your crew as you see fit.
And here comes the but.
But Lopsang cannot perform and carry 80 pounds of Sandy Pitman's gear.
Says he can.
If you'll say anything you want to hear, Scott, you're his hero.
Well, what do you want me to do, huh? I've got a paying client who's got a job to do. She needs the equipment.
It's dangerous.
I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
Yeah.
What happens if Lopsang folds? What happens if he can't fix the ropes?
Not gonna happen.
Look, I'm telling you, mate, dump the blasted equipment.
Can't.
Can't or won't.
Leave it, not saying.
Beck, what time you got?
How big a cracker?
Everest cannot be beaten into submission. You have to humor the mountain, then sneak to the summit when it's not looking. By now, the altitude was a malevolent force, a vice squeezing tighter and tighter on my lungs and brain. We all had intense headaches that wouldn't quit. It felt like someone had driven a nail into our skulls. Attempting to climb Everest is a completely irrational act.
Hey, why don't you stop and rest?
Excuse.
Stop, just rest, sit down.
I'm 47 years old. I'll be oldest woman to climb Everest. I must.
As you ascend into thin air, you discover that humans are not meant to be here. The wreckage of those who had come before us was everywhere. A mailman from Seattle. A couple from Aspen. A businesswoman from Japan, a New York socialite, and a freelance writer. We are all equal in the death zone, confused as children, drowning in our own juices.
Doug. How's the barometer?
Holding steady. We leave at midnight. Climb all night. Get to the summit. Summit by 2 p.m. turnaround time. I hate this. The altitude.
Mountain. What it's making me do.
You're doing it, Doug. Not the mountain.
No. Mountains got a hold of me.
All right, Beck?
Yeah, Andy, let's go.
Let's go. Your torch.
ありがとう。
You okay, Scott?
Yeah. All right. Time to go.
We called ourselves a team, but above 26,000 feet, there was no such thing. From this point on, it was each climber for himself. I put my pen and notebook away long ago. Now, like the others, my thoughts were focused on the summit. The last thing I wanted was to get stuck in the death zone at 28,000 feet. Cruising altitude with a 747.
John! John, wait! Wait! Rest! We must rest!
It's Pittman. Should be a short rope by Lobster.
Rob, wait up. What's wrong?
It's my eyes. I can hardly see.
What?
I had eye surgery a few years ago. I believe the altitude's causing this as a side effect.
A little late in the day to be telling me that.
I didn't know.
You're a doctor. Of course you knew.
Rob, I didn't know. I would not lie to you. Look, I think about a half an hour will clear up, huh?
You stay here.
Rob, I'm ready to roll.
Hey, no arguments, mate. You don't move. You stay here and you wait for me. I'll be back for you.
I'm sorry.
No worries, mate. Come on. Now promise me you'll stay here. Promise me, Beck.
Cross my heart and hope to die, huh?
I'll be back, Beck.
Huh? Yeah.
What's Darje doing all alone at the base of the step?
The last obstacle before the summit was the infamous Hillary Step, the steepest and most treacherous pitch on the entire mountain. A group this big had no hope of climbing it without fixed lines. Ropes anchored into the mountain beforehand by Sherpas Dorje and Lapsang.
Dorje. Ropes. Let's fix ropes.
Cannot fix rope alone, John. Lapsang, I wait for him, but he's too sick. Carry too much. Not enough oxygen. And pull up woman partway up the mountain.
What's wrong? Where are the ropes?
Dorje. Couldn't do it alone.
Let's do it ourselves. Burning daylight.
2 hours.
It'll cost 2 hours.
We'll get them fixed, John.
Run quickly. No problem. Andy, we have to fix the ropes. It's fixed!
I won't have enough oxygen to get down. It's bad. It's real bad.
Come on, Krakauer! Straight to the summit from here!
All right. Let's do it.
Better get moving. Some climbers are getting closer.
We go. We go.
As I approached the summit, there was room in my oxygen-starved mind for only a single thought: putting one foot in front of the other. At this altitude, it's the same for everybody. Anatoly Bukharev, one of the world's strongest climbers. Or Andy Harris, a guide on Everest for the first time. Our brains were functioning on the level of reptiles. Our bodies were as ravaged as the terminally ill.
Yeah.
This is for the people of my homeland.
Where are your clients?
They're fine. They come.
Hey, Andy. You okay? Andy? You okay?
Only halfway, mate.
Halfway.
Gotta get down yet?
Oh, God. Too many climbers. I'll never get down.
Cracker, what's wrong?
It's a traffic jam. We can't get down. The rope is our only way down. In 20 minutes, we'll turn around. We'll never make it to the summit. Andy, I'm using up my oxygen. Too fast. Turn it down.
Okay.
You turn my gas down, right?
Yeah, got it.
Hey, this feels good. Looking good, Pittman. Keep coming.
Turnaround time, mate.
Not again. No, Rob. Please, don't do this to me.
Hey, listen to me.
For God's sake. Come on, Rob. Let me finish this thing once for all, man.
Hey, I'm responsible for you.
You were the one who talked me into coming back this year, right? You promised me I'd make it to the top.
I never promised.
Why are they still going for the summit? Andy, it's clear. We can get down now. Let's go. It's empty.
keep it together.
Desperate for air, dizzy, terrified of blacking out and tumbling into Tibet, I carefully made my way down to the oxygen drop. As soon as I got there, I saw that something was very wrong with Andy Harris.
Andy. Oxygen.
They're all empty. It's impossible. I tell you, mate. They're all empty. They're all... Andy.
Andy, this is full.
They're all empty.
Oh, feel the weight. Feel it, the weight.
They're empty, mate. All empty.
Andy, you're not right in your head. You turned my gas up the wrong way on the step. I'm telling you, these are full. Hey, Doc. John. Hey, looks like we're gonna get hosed. Storm's coming.
I'm a mailman, Cracker. Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night.
Rob, hey. Thanks for getting me to the summit.
I didn't have time to ask why he and Doug were still going up the mountain, 45 minutes after everybody was supposed to be going down. Summited, they radioed base camp, and a flurry of faxes went out to friends and family around the world, announcing the expedition's triumphant success.
Hey, Scott!
Did you summit?
Yeah. Paul and Hanson are still on their way up. You look spent. Don't you think you should turn back?
Nah, I'm just dragging ass for some reason.
When Rob and Doug got to the top, it triggered a surge of intense elation. But it was 4 p.m., 2 hours after Rob's supposedly hard and fast turnaround time.
Hey. Hey. We're gonna go down. There's a storm. A storm coming.
We did it. Then we did.
Rob!
No, it's Cracker. How you doing, Beck?
My eyes.
I can't see.
Let's go down to camp.
Any of our guides coming?
That groom. The high man.
Rob wanted me to wait for Mike. He can short rope me.
You sure?
I promised Rob I'd wait for him.
Scott! Speed! Fireman!
Did you make it?
We did!
That's good. Sandy! I got you what you wanted, yes?
Scott! Come down with us!
I'll be fine. I'm fine. Lots of, come on.
I feel sick. Scott, must breathe. No, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Scott. I feel so sick. I feel so sick.
Only when I made it back to my tent did I appreciate how wasted I really was. I'd never pushed myself so close to the edge. But now I was safe. We'd climbed Everest. In spite of everything, we had succeeded. At least I thought we had. Outside in the rising storm, my friends were in a struggle for their lives. After summiting, Rob and Doug were now descending to the Hillary Step. The other climbers were scattered all over the mountain. Everest had reduced them to lost and frightened children, unable to tell where they were. Everything erupted into anarchy and chaos.
Dad? You're up, mate. Don't worry. Come on, breathe now, mate. Breathe. That's it. This is home. I'm at the top of the step. I need oxygen. Where's the drop?
Rob, it's Andy. It's gone, mate. It's all used up.
What?
Rob, it's gone.
How's that possible, eh? We have 6 cylinders. 6 cylinders is this.
No, that's gone.
Where are you?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Andy!
I'm gonna find you, mate.
Andy!
I'm gonna find you.
Answer me, Andy! What? What's that, mate? Huh?
I beat Everest.
Hold yes, go and come.
Rob!
Rob, is that you?
No! No, it's Mike! And Yasko! Beck, listen, you all right to get up?
Yeah.
All right, come on. You gotta move. Let's go.
I believe I will.
Mike! Make room! We lost you! I picked up Beck. Take Yasko. She's had it. Come on, sit down. Hey! How are your guys doing? Very rough. Yeah, mine too. Listen, we're never gonna make it back to camp. We gotta try. Yeah. Let's stick together. Sure, sure. But which way? I'm not sure.
Higher on the mountain, Lop Sang lowered an exhausted Scott Fisher past Rob Hall and his friend and client, Doug Hansen, who was so sick from the altitude that he could no longer move. We had all reached the summit, but there are no conquerors on Mount Everest.
John. Where's Rob?
Huh? Isn't he back?
No. No.
Has to be. Has to. The storm's still bad.
Yeah. I climbed with 15 expeditions on Chomolungma, John. Never ever see storm come. So fast. So evil.
We gotta move.
Although we didn't talk about it, we knew Rob Hall might as well have been on the moon. In this kind of storm, at such an extreme altitude, rescue was almost impossible.
We can't make it, John. We can't get to Rob.
We have to try.
We can't get them.
Our friends are out there, and they're dying.
We can't go after them. We must turn around now. Scott! Scott Fisher! Rob! Rob Hall!
Doug, come on, get up. Come on, get up and walk, you bloody hunter. You got children waiting for you.
You should go.
Huh?
You should go. Go. You can't make it with me.
I'm not leaving. Here, man.
There's no choice. You gotta go, Rob. You'll die, too.
Neither of us. It's gonna die. My people do not die. Scott, slow down. Scott, please.
I know how to get down. Jump. I just jump off this mountain. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna jump. I just...
Hold on, Scott!
Some Sherpas are already on their way, but the storm's so bad it may take a while.
Oh, go! No! Doc! Bye! What? No! Doc, no! Doc! No! Please! No! No! Rob! Rob! Hold on, mate! Rob, it's Andy! Andy. Hold on, mate! I've been lost! Hold on, mate! Andy! I'm coming, mate! I'm coming! Andy! Oh. Hey! Come on, mate! Come on! Gotta get you down! I can't! My legs! They're froze! Come on, mate! Whoop them! Come on, mate! Come on! Whoop them! Come on! Wait there! No, where are you going? No, no, Andy! Where are you going? Come back! Don't go, Andy! I'm gonna get help! Hold on! Hold on! Andy! Camp 4. Anyone there? This is Rob. Camp 4, anyone there?
Rob?
Oh, I'm here.
Where, Rob? Where?
Just below the stick.
Where's Doug?
He's gone. Doug's gone.
Andy was with you?
Yeah. He was here, but now he's gone too.
Oh, God. Should never have left.
I need oxygen.
There's some O's. 200 feet below you. There were 6 cylinders.
600 feet?
No. 200 feet. 200 feet.
I don't believe I can make it.
Have to try, Rob.
There's something wrong with my legs.
Try. Rob, try. You've got to crawl if you have to. Can you get to the O's?
Gotta try.
Rob!
Gotta try.
Can you get to the O's?
Gotta try.
Rob!
Stranded near the summit. Most of the others had almost made it down to Camp 4. But by now, the wind chill was more than 100 below zero. Just 200 yards from the safety of camp, the weakest climbers brought the whole group to a halt.
Stars! I see stars! Is it clearing? I can navigate by the stars! Come on, get up! Let's go! Come on! Get up, Sandy, come on! It's no good. Sam! You go back! Get help! I'll stay here with them. No! Both of you go! No chance of rescue that way! I'll stay! Tim, we're the guys! You can't stay! I'm not leaving Charlotte! You hear me? Tim, listen to reason! I'm not leaving! Stay away, Charlotte! I love you, stay away! Get up, Yasko! I don't want to die! Don't leave me! Calm down! I don't want to die! Calm down! I don't want to die here! We're gonna bring help! Calm down! We'll bring help! I don't... Yasko! You have to let go! No! You can't go! I don't want to die! Scott! Scott, you hear me? I am invincible.
We were reduced to banging pots to guide the climbers home. By now, Andy was dead. Doug was dead. Scott Fisher was probably dead. When I tried to comprehend the enormity of this fact, my mind refused to process it.
Mike! Come on, get up! Bible-man! Come on! Come on! We'll catch you inside the tent.
There's a group huddled about 250 yards due east. If we don't bring them in, they're gonna die.
We have to go out and make a rescue. I tried once already, but this time we can make it.
Charlotte! Charlotte! Midman! Back! It's an aquari! Charlotte! Here! Here! Charlotte! Midman! Over here! Charlotte! Stay away! Midman! Anatoli's here!
Good for this.
Breathe, Charlotte! It's oxygen! Breathe!
Beck, can you hear me?
I think they can!
They're warm now. Comfortable. Let them be in peace.
Oh, God!
Tim, I know what I'm doing. I have been through this many times before. We can save Charlotte and Pittman.
Save the strongest. That is the law of the mountains. Yeah.
Despite their exhaustion, Groom and Beidelman left Camp 4 to make one last attempt to rescue Rob Hall.
Rob! Rob! It's Mike Groom and Neil Beidelman. We're just above Camp 4. Rob here, Mike. Listen, we'll try and get you, mate, but it's looking pretty bad. We'll never reach you in this storm.
It's all right, Mike. It's all right.
We gotta get back! We gotta go! Come on! Let's go!
Scott! Please! Breathe! Please! He has very little pulse, Krakow. Very slow.
What do we do?
Ê, ta bên đi không. We can save the Taiwanese climber.
What about Scott?
Can't the two Sherpas get him down?
We can't carry Scott. We can only save one. If we try and save both, we might all die.
God.
It is what Scott would tell us to do. You know he would.
Scott! You get up! Scott, get up! I know you can do it, come on! Scott, you get up! Come on, get up! Please, get up! I know you can. Please.
This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
Yes. Yes, my darling.
Krakow! This is Rob. Here. Can you patch me through to my wife?
Do you have the oxygen? The oxygen!
Just patch me through to Jan. I need to talk to her before it's too late.
Rob, listen. Don't give up. You're Rob Hall.
Not for much longer, mate. Just patch me through.
wife is on the line.
You patched through.
Jan! Can you hear me?
Rob?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, my darling.
Rob, you have to move. You have to.
Please. Please, Rob.
Get up and move, Rob.
Can you? Can you, my darling?
There's something wrong with my legs. I can't move them.
Rob, concentrate. Rub your legs. Get the blood moving.
Name. We have to pick a name, eh? Sarah.
What?
What about Sarah?
Yes. Yes, it's beautiful.
And it's settled.
Sarah Hall.
Oh, good. I'm glad now, darling.
I'm looking forward to making you completely better when you come home. Just know you're going to be rescued. Don't feel that you're alone.
I love you. Sleep well, my sweetheart. Please. Try not to worry too much, eh?
I love you, Rob. I love you.
I love you.
Rob? Rob!
Coming to Everest had been the worst mistake of my life. The enormity, the tragedy, the awful finality of it was beginning to sink in. There was no way to fix this. This wasn't some game that we could play over again.
Spider-Man, you made it.
Anatoly, we couldn't get to Rob. He was too high up. What about the others?
I brought medicine, forks, and bitumen.
How about you ask?
I couldn't help hurting you. I'm sorry.
thought you were dead. Back.
Oh my God, it's a miracle. Back!
Get up.
Easy, easy. Watch his hands. All right, Mason. All right, we've got him inside, okay? Back.
Goodbye, old friend.
Five of our friends are dead. Hard to believe. It's even harder to understand. Why? What did they die for? It's a question that gets asked a lot climbing. Perhaps we didn't treat this mountain with the respect it deserves. We leave it with enough money, with enough equipment, with enough determination, we could conquer Chomolungma. So now we mourn our friends. Yasko Namba, Andy Harris, Doug Hansen, Scott Fisher, and Rob Hall. They saw God's face. I hope. Oh, I hope that it was beautiful.